We are in the Roadshow kitchen this morning. Our friend, Chef Tim Kelly's here. Chapel Grill is the place. Whole wheat penne with organic veggies is what we're making today. It's all part of an olive oil diet dish, and it's all part of a program which actually we're going to speak with the doctor in just a little bit, Dr. Mary Flynn. It's all part of a program that she actually posts online with recipes and the benefits to eating healthy and also the benefits of olive oil itself, right?
Exactly. I mean, olive oil is way beyond monounsaturated fat. And the point of bringing Mary on today was to get that word out there. She's going to be talking about polyphenol levels, health benefits. My end is making a nice, fresh, healthy pasta dish.
Sure. So let's go over the ingredients that we have here.
Straight up organic vegetables. I mean, it used to be you had to go to a special place to buy organic vegetables. Every grocery store has an organic section now. So we went real simple. Zucchini, summer squash, red pepper, some asparagus, green beans, little baby spinach. We're going to saute it up with, we're going to use a California extra virgin today. For that, some garlic, just fresh herbs, real simple. We have some whole wheat
Penne.
Yeah. And we have 14 grams of protein out of this.
Which is really filling, too. And we're also going to talk about the different types of olive oil that they do have at Chapel Grill as well. And hear from the doctor as well. Back to you.
Well, here now to tell us more about that plant-based olive oil diet, which inspired the dish that we're making this morning, is Dr. Mary Flynn, dietitian and nutritionist. Welcome.
Thank you.
We are hearing a lot more about this plant-based olive oil diets. A lot of celebrities are trying them. What have you found to be the benefits of this diet?
Well, I've been doing research on olive oil for about almost 20 years, but there's a lot in the literature. What the literature shows, at 2 tablespoons a day, you will lower your blood pressure. You'll make your insulin work better, so your insulin and glucose come down. It decreases inflammation. It increases your HDL. So it has all these additional benefits that people don't think of from a food. The other thing it will do is it's related to lower body weight. It's very good for weight control.
And you say that, but olive oil or any sort of oil, there are certain fats in it. Is that a concern for people? Should we be mindful of just how much olive oil we are taking in?
Well, actually, when you look at the literature, it's eating too much meat is actually related to higher body weight than eating too much fat. So it's probably the fat in the meat that caused that original thinking that fat was related to higher body weight. But using extra virgin olive oil, there's studies in Europe. I use it for weight control in my research. It's a very easy way for people to lose weight because what it will do is it makes vegetables taste better, so people eat more vegetables. And also it causes what's called satiety. So when you finish the meal, you are satisfied with the meal, and that means that you can go a longer time before you eat again, so you eat less food.
So it will really fill you up.
Yes,
with all the good stuff, too.
Yeah.
We're making a dish in the kitchen that follows that plant-based olive oil diet. What are some other foods that we can incorporate that you would suggest that should be good?
Well, vegetables are always good. Even though U.S. government says eat your fruits and vegetables, when you look at the literature, it's really vegetables that improve our health. So using olive oil with vegetables is good because olive oil will make it taste better. The other thing is that the healthy components in vegetables, like the dark color to them, needs fat to be absorbed. So if you're not cooking your vegetables into a fat, olive oil being a healthy fat, you don't get the health benefits from it. So it's a good way to eat it.
I never knew that. So when you're maybe in a skillet or something, add the olive oil so that way you're soaking up all the benefits.
Yes.
That's great. And you are actually hosting a special event that you'll speak more about these benefits. Tell us about it.
Yes, I give talks at Chapel Grill. Chapel Grill uses extra virgin olive oil in their food preparation, so I like it for a restaurant. And the talk tonight will be for nurses. I've done them for dietitians, physicians, nurses. I like to talk to groups about the health benefits of olive oil because I like people in the health professional to realize that you can use food as medicine. And that idea of food as medicine started with the Greeks and started with olive oil.
So interesting there. And thank you so much for sharing some of the many benefits. And it sounds like a great event that you're hosting tonight.
Thank you. Yeah, I hope so. Thanks.
Maybe this is for you if you want to give it a try or learn more about Dr. Flynn's expertise and find her many healthy diet cookbooks. You can visit our website, roadshow.com.
And we're back in the Roadshow kitchen. Chef Tim Kelly's here. Chapel Grill, this place, whole wheat penne with organic veggies is what we're making today. It's all part of an olive oil diet dish. The Dr. Mary Flynn, she's posted a bunch of these recipes. She was here with us this morning. She did a great job, by the way, and she loves to talk about olive oil. She's going to do that tonight at your restaurants for a bunch of nurses too.
Yes, she is, and I'm going to demonstrate the dish they're going to be eating tonight.
That's great. All right, so what do we want to do?
This is all about real quick, real fresh. First thing we're going to do, we have boiling salted water here. We are going to drop our whole wheat penne. Takes about 10 minutes. 10, 12 minutes.
And anyone who hasn't had the whole wheat even pasta before, the penne before, it's really good. I think it tastes really good.
It's really good.
It's very filling too.
Yeah, it's got a little higher nutrient content, which is why we're using it,
right.
And it tastes really good.
Yeah.
That's a DiCecco.
Okay.
DiCecco penne.
Sounds
Get it
good.
in most grocery stores. Over here, we're just going to crush and chop some garlic. I have some olive oil heating up here. This is the, we use the California for this one, California Ranch. Thing about olive, like people say, oh, you don't cook in olive oil, just finish with olive oil. Not so, and I learned this from Mary. To get the best nutritional value, you want to cook the vegetables in the olive oil.
And all olive oils are not the same. Like you can buy a cheap olive oil, but it doesn't have the same benefits as something maybe just a little more expensive, right?
Well, you know, the other thing is, unfortunately, there's some bad stuff going on with some olive oils.
Sure.
You know, that's one of the things Mary was talking about, and it's a trust thing. I mean, these we know. This is a California Ranch.
Right.
These are Coburn. These come right from Dave's Market.
So you know you're getting good stuff.
You know you're getting good stuff.
Right.
You're getting real stuff. I'm allergic to sunflower oil.
Oh, really?
And sometimes I'll taste an olive oil like from Italy, and I can tell immediately if it's got some sunflower oil cut into it. Ooh.
Yeah.
So I got the vegetables in here. We're going to basically saute those up.
All right, so
They love it when we do this.
Yeah, that looks good. We'll let that go for a little bit. The penne is in the water boiling. When we come back, we'll finish this up, we'll plate it up, and we'll also continue to talk about the program and the different programs that the restaurant is starting up as well. Back to you. Finishing things up in the Roadshow kitchen, Chef Tim Kelly's here. Chapel Grill's the place. Whole wheat penne is what we're making with organic veggies. It's all part of an olive oil diet dish that they are preparing for actually an event tonight that you're having with Dr. Mary Flynn. She's going to be talking the benefits of good olive oil, healthy eating, and this is on the menu.
This is what we're serving them tonight. Yep. We have our pasta in the water. It's in a couple of minutes. The veggies are cooking. The olive oil's getting in there.
Smells good.
It
That's
will
the
fill
love.
you up. Mary was telling us, cooking with the olive oil, it'll make it very filling for you. I had a question regarding the olive oil. You have a little olive oil lineup going on in those small dishes. Does the darker olive oil mean that it's better for you? Does that matter, the color of it?
No.
Okay.
People think the greener the better, but not necessarily. I learned that from Mary. I mean, different olive oils, when you know, it's a fruit. The juice, the olive oil is the juice of the fruit. When it squeezes, it is what it is. Some have higher polyphenol levels and different phytonutrient contents, and it doesn't have to do with the color.
Okay,
It doesn't have to do with the color. It doesn't have to do with the color.
Olive oil is
I mean, this one, you can barely see it. It's clear. That's Spanish. It's got a pretty intense flavor versus this is a California, which is actually a little milder than that Spanish.
And that one there.
I feel like it's a painter's palette right now. You're all the shades of olive oil.
And you really see it when you pour it in the dishes.
Yes.
At the restaurant, we use, on the tables, we use 4 kinds: California, Greek, Italian, and Spanish.
Great.
And that's how I have them poured here. And that's kind of in line of flavor intensity, and the Spanish is the lightest in color.
All right.
I'm learning so much today.
That's good info.
I love these. I love cooking with olive oil and vegetables, and I think it's healthy, but to know that there are even more health benefits behind it is wonderful.
Yeah.
So you're going to dump that in. And this is also part of a program you're doing tonight, but you're going to do a bunch of these once a month, right?
We're going to be with you once a month.
That's good.
Well, I'm going to be with you once a month.
I'm glad you're going to be here once a month.
I like to hear that, Chef.
Yeah, April 12th is the next one. I'm going to be doing a salmon dish from our menu that's got a quinoa pilaf, super healthy, and then just fresh tomatoes and cucumber on top.
Oh, that sounds
It's
so good.
on our dinner menu.
And hey, you know what, Chef? With all this crummy weather we've been having lately, and to know that it's spring, to see a nice, bright spring dish like this is really wonderful.
Yeah, you're making this in the summer. You're going right to the farm, buying the stuff, taking home and cooking.
Right,
you can't
Or
do
maybe
better.
you grow some of these vegetables in your garden.
We'll switch sides.
Yeah, even better. Take it out of your garden. Here I'm chopping some herbs. What I did, I laid some basil leaves down. That's how I like to do it. Put everything else inside. Roll it up. I have some rosemary, oregano, some parsley and basil. I'm just going to chop it up, put it right in, and we're done.
That's it.
Beautiful.
You want everything that you want to cut and go.
That is such an
really
easy
good.
way to
nice.
cut
See that?
herbs, too.
Drop it
Roll
in,
them up
and it
chop them
smells
up.
so good.
I didn't say
smells
that.
so good.
The fresh
do a little
herbs, once they...
And we have to do this because everyone loves doing that. And I'm getting it all over the
so
place.
Plus, you look cool. It wows your guests, right?
Yeah, let's do it this
Makes
way.
you seem like a pro.
So these programs that you're going to be running at the restaurant, can anybody go to these to get some information, or is it going to be open to certain groups?
At this point, it's open to certain groups. I mean, Mary and I may have a conversation to open it up if we think there's an interest where we have get people to come.
Right. Because I think people.
It's about getting the word out at this point.
Yeah,
and you know, this is this is our third one.
Okay.
And I keep looking over there because Mary's over there.
Just giving you a thumbs up.
Double checking. Yeah, you got the wing, a thumbs
we're
up.
getting the word out that olive oil is not just about fat.
Right.
Yeah.
It's not just about fat.
It's about health.
And it's about cooking it into your food
That looks
to
beautiful.
make you live
Look at all
longer.
the great
So
colors. in that, too.
let's scoop some into our dishes here. We'll make a little plate for you. Oh, look
Here,
at
let
this
me do this.
teamwork.
Let's do this because
Yeah, they could have ended bad. I'm like,
Yum. Oh, look at all those fresh
Delicious.
vegetables and pasta going together. And the best part is it's healthy. It's so good for you.
nice.
If you want to give this recipe a try, you know where to go, roadshow.com.